Hello everyone, welcome back. Normally I would be doing a Let's Play or a similar video, but something happened recently that I figured should absolutely be addressed. The first thing I'm going to address is that the names I'm mentioning, just because I'm saying their names or using any kind of criticism, doesn't mean I hate them. I don't know why this has become a thing on the internet. If you give any kind of dissenting voice towards something, you automatically hate it and you wish it disappeared. No, that is not the case. It is possible to give criticism and have positive outlooks on something as well. So, with that said, let's move on. Now, there was an incident a few days ago with a YouTuber named Markiplier. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. He put out a video, and it was Five Nights at Freddy's. Pretty entertaining, but I had one complaint, and I decided to comment that in the comment section. Of course, that's where it would be. But anyway, I put in the comment, I said, overall, good video. But I don't like the trend on YouTube where YouTubers or Let's Players, whatever you want to call them, they tend to, instead of using comedy, they kind of just yell and scream the entire time. And there were some funny points in the video, but not everything has to be funny. And that's pretty much just the entire message I was trying to get across. If there's a dull part of the video, making a silly voice or screaming is not going to make it any more entertaining. You have to let things naturally happen, or else it just looks forced. And in very, very many cases, it does look forced. So that's what I was trying to mention. But I put out this comment, and it was obviously constructive criticism. I didn't use any insulting words. I didn't say, oh, you should delete your channel, you should do this. All I said was, here's what could be improved. Now, for the first few hours, it stayed relatively unnoticed. And there was a few comments on it telling me, oh yeah, whatever, no one cares about your opinion, which is par for the course. But I checked back. I can't remember what I did. I don't know if I went to eat something or if I went to go out somewhere. But I came back, and this has happened to me previously, and I'll get to that later. But I came back, and not only has my comment become the top comment on the video, but it also had about 60 replies. And let me tell you, they were not happy. And of course, you had your standards. Oh, you're gay. You know, you should go kill yourself. Delete your account. All of that. I got a few death threats in there, and not just like, I'm going to kill you. They were way more elaborate than that, which is creepy, obviously. And the second thing that I noticed, and as I mentioned, this has happened to me before, so the first thing I did was check my videos, and as I feared, it had happened again. I checked my videos, they had a lot more views, which for a few seconds, I was thinking, well, those came out of nowhere, and then it hit me. And then I remembered exactly what happened before. What they would do is they would go click on my video, because everyone has a channel video, that when you click on your channel, that's the video that pops up. They would click on that, and then they would all view it, and some of them would click on that video and dislike the video. And it wasn't just the channel video. I scrolled through pretty much 8 of my most recent videos, and those had all dislikes on it as well. And obviously, that irritated me, as it would pretty much anyone. And here's why. Now, I'm 20 years old, so obviously I'm not new to this kind of environment. I've pretty much been playing games online since I was 13, 12, hell, maybe even 11, I can't remember. I've had to put up with these people on the internet for a long time, the kinds of people that will just get on you for nothing at all and just yell at everyone. If you've played anything on Xbox Live or Team Fortress 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's the problem that's created now. Before, I was just some kid that was playing on Xbox Live. Or if I was on YouTube, I was just some kid on YouTube commenting, and if they went to go dislike my videos, who cares? And now where the problem lies, since my channel has gotten bigger, likes and dislikes play a huge part in whether someone will or will not watch your video. So, if you check my channel, you will see that a huge majority of my videos have likes and no or barely any dislikes. My videos are usually well received. I would almost even say 90% of them are positively received. So when my videos that normally had no dislikes or barely any dislikes suddenly have majority dislikes, that sets a problem for me, because not only are those irreversible unless all those people go back and dislike or take off their dislike from the video, but what that means now is that videos that I personally look at and say, oh, this one has a ton of likes and no dislikes, people really like this video. So I saw it in that moment where it had no dislikes. Now, whenever somebody goes to see that video, they'll say, oh, this video has a lot of dislikes, click, and they'll just stop watching the video. And that pisses me off beyond words, that somebody would come to my channel, and not just somebody, it was a ton of people, would come to my channel and just dislike all my videos. That is the equivalent of somebody walking into your restaurant and saying, for instance, I don't like McDonald's. So they throw the burgers all around the room, they flip over the chairs, and then they leave. It's such an immature reaction, and I just cannot stand it when it happens. Especially since, and I'll get back to this, my comment that I left on the video, it had, by the time I eventually deleted the comment because I was tired of all the people coming and disliking my videos, which I hate doing. I hate having to censor myself. But the comment at the time, it had 90 likes, which meant 90 people agreed with me, and then it had around 70 or 80 comments, but most of them were repeat people. So in reality, it was probably 40 or 50, maybe even less, maybe 30 or 40 individual people that were commenting against me. So you had the majority on my side and the minority of people on the other side. But again, what usually happens on the internet is the loud minority always overshadow the majority. And it's something really annoying that I'm pretty sure everyone has noticed when a game comes out. Even if it's a really good game, some people will say, oh, this game is terrible. And since those people have the contrary opinion, they're more inclined to go everywhere and spread that message. So it might not be the majority, but when people see it more often, they seem to think, oh, well, I guess this is what people think. So that's exactly what happened to me on there. A lot of people would come and like my comment and agree with me, but the other people would not dislike the comment, they would come and yell at me on the comment and then go to my channel and dislike my videos. Which is another problem that turned me into the straw man, essentially, which is where the main issue lies. If you count me, there were 91 people that agreed with that opinion. How many of those people do you think were attacked over it? Exactly. Because those 90 people, when they liked the comment, it was just shown as a like. There was just a thumbs up. There is no name tied to that, so no one could have attacked them. I was the only person with a name, so I became the target. The majority of people had that same opinion, but since I was the only visible one, I was the one getting all of the rage. And it's one of those things that it just needs to stop. You should be able to go to any channel you want and comment on whatever you want to say. Now, granted, there are those people that will go to videos and say, oh, this guy sucks, he should delete his account. I don't agree with this. If you're going to give constructive criticism, however, that's fine. Give it. You shouldn't be attacked over something you say about a video or a person in general. As I said, it's happened to me before, and another YouTube channel that it happened on was PewDiePie, which obviously has a very 50-50 whether you like him or not, and I commented with essentially the same thing. That screaming and yelling and the silly voices in area where there's not natural comedy, it doesn't make up for actual comedy. You have to let things happen on their own, or else they just come off forced. And it's a big problem because I'm actually trying to find other people on YouTube that I want to watch, but they all just come out with the same kind of humor, and I don't like it. There's channels like PewDiePie, Toby Turner Plays Games, which a lot of people have mentioned that it's a pretty blatant ripoff of PewDiePie, so I don't know where you stand on that argument, but you can definitely tell the similarities. And then there are those channels where they tone down the silly voices, like CNanners, and I think the channel's called The Rad Gamer. If I got that wrong, I'm probably going to put up his actual channel name. But to bring it back around to the main question, has YouTube become too toxic? And it's something you can notice, not just on YouTube, but around the internet. It seems that it's just getting worse and worse. And I don't know if it's the fact that you can say things anonymously, or if the internet is just getting more and more desensitized and the filter is becoming more non-existent, and they're just saying whatever the hell they want to pretty much anyone. But regardless of what it is, there needs to be a point where people turn around and look at pretty much the society they've created on the internet and decide whether it's the right way to go in. I mean, do you want a world where if you comment on someone's post, you run the risk of having all of your videos disliked? Or even further, if you're that kind of person that gets offended by this kind of stuff, if you were to comment on one of those posts and they tell you, oh, you should go kill yourself, you're gay, and other more and more going down the rabbit hole death threats where they get more complex and creepy, if those kinds of things bother you, you can't give your opinion anywhere. Because it's something, after happening to me twice now, I have to look at my comment and think, oh, well, will my videos get disliked for this? How many hate comments will spread from this one? And I don't want that. And I don't want to have that filter when I go to comment something. It's not going to stop me. I'll say that right now. I'm probably going to do it in the future, almost definitely, on channel comments. But I would like to think that there would be a time in the future where opinions are just that. And when I make a comment, people don't lose their minds over it and just realize that it is exactly that, an opinion, and goes no further. Because people give opinions way too much weight, and it turns into these situations where they accept it as fact, or they think you're trying to push your fact onto them, and it just creates this whole blow-up that could have been avoided in the first place if you would have just said, I don't agree with that opinion, but you have the right to have it. So anyway, that was my video. If you have something to discuss about it, you obviously have the comment section where you can have those discussions. I don't know what game I'm going to be playing next, because we are in that fall of dead games where nothing happens for this entire section between spring and fall. So I'm going to assume until Destiny comes out, I probably won't be making that many regular videos, or I'll just find some random things to play. But once Destiny comes out and the floodgates open back up again, then there will be more than the 2 games a week thing I have going right now. So look forward to that, because my content will surely improve in numbers once the fall starts. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.